Hi, I thought that I might share a little bit of my excitement about the new um, shrine room that Albert and I have put into our apartment. And I thought I'd bring you in for a little tour. I was inspired to do this because my friend Ladybug recently posted a YouTube video about her home, and I thought, oh, that was a really cool idea. And she just made it so welcoming. So I'm really excited to share my shrine room with people, and I thought I would just share it with you. So here we go. So we enter under the moon and between the sun curtains. And there's a quote from the Dalai Lama. Here's Kurukule. And there on the far wall is a tanka of green Tara that Albert and I brought back from Tibet. And it was like really such an amazing journey to get that tanka home, and I'll tell you more about it when we get over there. But when you enter the room, you can see we have extra rolled up blankets and places for folks to sit. And we're going to put a tapestry on this blank wall, but I don't have it yet. And on the floor are our rugs for meditation, and the computer's in the corner underneath the various Buddhas, Amitabha and Black Manjushri and Vajrasattva. And over here, there's a photo of a Mahasiddha that Albert met when we were in Tibet, and he received blessings. And I don't know this Mahasiddha's name, but he lives under house arrest and is not allowed to leave the monastery, and is not usually receiving visitors, but that day received visitors. And then here's green Tara. So this tanka, Albert and I got this tanka at a tanka painting store in Lhasa in the Barkor, which is the central market near the Jokong temple. And I had wanted a tanka of green Tara, and I was looking for one that was a little bit traditional and a little bit non-traditional. And you can see that this green Tara has many of the traditional elements, the instruments and the Utpala flower. But I also just really liked the colors of green, this sort of seafoam green, and all the iconography. And I was really drawn by the lute, the melong or mirror, and then the white conch, and in the background the lotus pods. We have an ocean drum that I just kicked. So bringing this back through customs, we declared it and had it rolled up, and I was carrying it for safekeeping, and we crossed over from the Tibetan border into the Chinese border, and I had left it on the other side of the customs booth when I was filling out my form. I set it down, even though I had promised myself I would not set it down. And I did, and I realized, and we had to go back, and it really seemed like hope was lost. No one would help us. And finally, this woman who had like a little Hello Kitty pin or sticker on her uniform pin, but otherwise looked like all the rest of the members of the Chinese military who were there, she took pity on us, and she went back through for us since we couldn't go. We could see it sitting on the table. And she went to get it, and just as she walked through the gate to go get it, a man in a police uniform walked up and picked it up and was carrying it out the door and we were shouting, and she ran after him, and she got it, and she brought it back. And you can bet that we did a lot of rounds of chanting to Green Tara in gratitude for coming back to us. And now we have her in a position of honor in the shrine room. And from where you sit to meditate, we have the instruments there just in case we want to drum or play along with chanting. And my various different practice implements are there. And then this is the shrine. And we have 3 levels to the shrine. At the topmost level is the Dharmakaya level, the level of the Mother of the Buddhas. And at the center, we have the Sambhogakaya level, the mythic level. And on the bottom, we have the Nirmanakaya level, the level of the practical realm, the world that we currently inhabit, the realm of seeming existence. I'll let you see a few items. Stone that we got Albert on our travels, along with his conch that we got in Samye, and the skull and a piece of stone from the monastery of Machikladron. Some ritual implements for protection. Ishitsogyo, mother of the Tantras. And that's my shell and my skull and a stone from her birthplace. Here's a statue of Tara that we got in Lhasa, Vajrayogini. And the photos in frames around the shrine are on long-term loan from my friend Ava Park, who is the priestess of the Goddess Temple of Orange County. And she went to Tibet 20 years ago, and her stories and things that she encountered there are one of the reasons that Albert and I felt inspired to go to Tibet. And then over here, there's this wall hanging that I got from the monks of the Gaden Shartse monastery. And I keep in this top pouch photos of the various deities to whom I'm initiated. And then in the bottom pouch below that, photos of my teachers. And on the light switch, I placed a little note reminding me that these are the qualities and virtues that I wish to cultivate as I work my own path, walking the path of the Khandro, following the Mother of the Buddhas. Thank you for joining me in my shrine room.